Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a sit down video. I am in my comfy chair. I have my comfy blanket. By the way, it's still not finished, but that's not the point here. So if you've seen the title, you see that today I'm going to be talking about mental health. I'm going to be talking about SAD seasons. So SAD is an acronym. It stands for Seasonal Affective Disorder. This is a disorder that's kind of like depression, but a little bit different because it only happens in the winter when the nights get longer, the days get shorter, and I guess the lack of sunlight really takes a toll on people who are affected by this disorder. So according to Google, seasonal affective disorder is a mood disorder characterized by depression that occurs at the same time every year. And it says seasonal affective disorder occurs in climates where there is less sunlight at certain times of year. So I live in Tennessee right now. The sun is setting around 5 o'clock and it is really taking a toll on your girl. Like, as soon as the sun sets, I'm ready to like shower, get in the bed, do my night routine, and go to sleep because I get super sleepy around 4:30, 4:45 every day, and I'm just ready to jump in the bed. So a little backstory, I am someone who has been affected by depression and anxiety, and it tends to get very bad at this time of the year. I think there are a lot of factors. I think one of the biggest factors is it is freaking pitch black at 5 o'clock p.m. And like that's around the time most people get off of work. I usually get off of work around 4:30 or 5 o'clock. And it's just like, okay, so my day is done, right? So I don't really have a lot of time for myself. Also for me, I think a big factor is like the holidays. So I do not live close to a lot of my family members. A lot of my family members are in other states and I don't see them super often. And I am a huge Christmas junkie. And so when the holidays come around, I really want to spend it with my family, and that's like kind of when I start to feel like, oh my gosh, like my family's not here, I'm alone. Which, by the way, those things are true to a point. I have one or two family members that are like in close proximity to me. The rest of my family are in other states, and so I usually don't spend a lot of time with my family members during the holidays just because work schedules, life schedules, like things happen. So anyways, I am going to be sharing some tips and tricks that I use to kind of feel better during this season. Also, these are things that like you can use kind of any time of the year. Like when you're having a particularly rough time, I feel like everybody at some point has a hard time, and it's just kind of the way life goes, right? We're all out here trying to adult, we're all out here trying to be our best selves, hopefully. Yeah, so my first tip, I have this on a sticky because this is the way my life is right now, but you know, whatever. So don't mind me if I'm like looking down. So my first tip is all about my physical health. During like the colder seasons, during like the time where the sun just starts setting really early, I really try to make sure my physical health is on point. Like I drink a lot of water, I eat my veggies as much as possible. Your girl don't really like vegetables like that, but I'm getting better. Taking vitamins, supplements, if that's something that you do, that can be really helpful. Also exercising and sleep. So exercising has been something that has like completely saved my mental health. Exercising to me is akin to like going to therapy. Like those two things will get me right, and they will get me right really quickly. So exercising releases dopamine, and you need dopamine in your life. You don't have to get it from exercise, but that is something that will make you feel thousands of times better. Also sleeping, like making sure your body is like getting enough rest, getting enough fuel, so you can really power through the day. Like today, all I wanted to do as soon as the sun set was like get in the shower and get in the bed. So basically making sure your physical health is like top tier will really do a lot for your mental health. So my second tip is to find happiness and give yourself a lot of grace. Like, we're all out here trying to be the best that we can be and get all of the things done, especially during the holidays. You want to check all the boxes. You want to put up your Christmas tree and get presents and like do things for work and like take trips, and like it just goes on and on and on. You have to make sure that you are getting done what you need to get done, but also giving yourself grace to say, I didn't get to that today, but I'll get to it tomorrow. I tried my best today. I've seen a meme going around that's like, if you only have 40% to give today and you give that 40%, you gave 100%. You tried your best, and that's what matters. Also, treat yourself. If you're having a bad day, or you're just like, you know what, all I want to do is get in the bed, try not to get in the bed, because that is something that I do a lot and it usually does not help. It doesn't help at all for me. But what helps is I'll have some cookies, or like I'll have some hot cocoa. Y'all see that I just really like this season in general. But just doing those little things will give your brain an extra boost of dopamine, which is like your happy hormone. And I'm not gonna say it, all of these things fix everything, but it'll make you feel a little bit better. Also, do things that make you happy. Surround yourself with people that you love. Next week I'm doing something big. I'm super excited about it. Y'all will see it. But one of the reasons I made the decision to do this was because like I had already been feeling really down. I've had a rough couple of weeks, and I'm like, I gotta get out of my head. I gotta get out of this house. Like, your girl has to do something or I will go crazy. So I'm gonna do something that's gonna make me so happy. I'm already super happy about it. Y'all will see it. I won't spoil the surprise. So the last thing, which I think is pivotal to a lot of tough seasons that I go through, is just to remember it is just a season. So this can apply if you have like SAD, or if you have like regular depression or anxiety. This is like across the board. A motto that I live by is like, this too shall pass. Yes, I'm having a tough season right now, but again, the sun will start shining again tomorrow. Tomorrow's always a new day, a new opportunity to do things differently, to have a better day, to fix your perspective. And you can do that like literally by the hour, saying, hey, this past hour, nope, scratch it. I'm gonna give myself 3 minutes. We're gonna figure it out, and then my next hour will be better than this. Or you could do it by the day. You can literally do it by the season if you're someone who suffers from SAD, or someone who just gets like pretty down during the season. Because again, I'm not a psychologist. I've never been diagnosed with SAD. I have been diagnosed with depression and anxiety. I don't believe in self-diagnosing yourself, but I will say I do tend to get a little bit more down, a little bit more blue, if you will, during this season. Just realizing that it is only a season. We have 4 or 5 more months of this, and then it'll be spring and everything will be beautiful and the days will be longer, and there's just always opportunity to reframe your mindset, saying, hey, this amount of time, not super great. We're gonna give ourselves time to feel it, time to process it, and then we're gonna move on. We're not gonna dwell on it forever. We're gonna move on. This too shall pass. Every moment, every day is a new opportunity to do better, to feel better, to live better. So I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Those are just a few tips and tricks that I've found that have worked for me. You guys can comment down below and tell me if like those things are completely unrealistic, like you don't like them at all, or tell me what works for you. Tell me if these are some of the things that help you get through tough seasons of your life. But yeah, so that's the end of this video. Peace, happiness, and love to everyone. Thank you all for watching. Consider liking, subscribing. Tell me if you like these kind of sit down videos, if you want more videos about mental health, because that is something that I'm very passionate about. I have suffered from mental health issues. I know a lot of people who have. I really like talking about stuff like this. So if y'all want to see more in the future, let me know. Bye guys.